District round. Hi everybody, Alex Orbadio. Welcome to the fifth quarter, powered by Reyna's BBQ. Let's go ahead and get started here with week 11. Now, we wanted to focus on games tonight that had meaning for making the playoffs. And at Tom Landry Stadium tonight, two teams that haven't had the best seasons. A combined 3 wins between La Jolla and Mission High going into the game tonight. La Jolla just got their first win last week. They both have a shot at getting in the playoffs, though, out of 31-6A. Whoever won this matchup tonight going into the playoffs, and the loser looking to 2023. Let's go to Tom Landry Stadium for this one. Both these teams hoping this game would be their way to salvage a rough season. First play for the Eagles. Quick end around here. It's Josiah Guzman. Good idea. He's been fantastic all season long. Eagles wearing their gray unis tonight. 7-0 Eagles, so Mission striking first, and then La Jolla would answer back. Usually this is a running team, but we see La Jolla getting things done here through the air. It's Matthew Gonzalez to Esteban Gomez, and we're all knotted up at 7 apiece. Eagles continue to let it fly. That's what we know about the Mission Eagles. They throw the football. Abraham Hernandez throws it deep to Guzman here. Touchdown Eagles. Mission up 14-7, and Guzman certainly knows what's up. Wants that playmaker sticker. Then we see Coyotes ground game looking good. It's Jesse Gonzalez finding the hole. He's off for the big gain to close out the first quarter. La Jolla punched it in to start the second. We're all tied at 14 at that point. Guzman kept torching the Coyotes secondary. Get a quick pass here. Turns into another big play. It turned into an Eagles field goal as they took a 17-14 lead. But it would be La Jolla winning this one tonight. Look at the celebration. La Jolla's going to the playoffs. They win it 21-17, going from 0-8 to the playoffs. Unbelievable run here for the Coyotes. Brandon Benitez was there and got the Coyotes reaction.
From 0-8 to winning the 2 games that mattered the most in the season, the final score here from Tom Landry Stadium, 21-17. La Jolla Coyotes handled business, and they needed to get this win in order to make it into the playoffs to keep their season alive, and it took some stellar defense, joined here now by the linebacking crew here. First off, we got to talk about just that second half performance from you guys. It felt like you guys really needed to step up, and you guys did just that tonight.
Yeah, we were in the locker room. We knew what we had to do. We got the job done, and I mean, we're going to say we didn't allow any points. We were firm on what we wanted to do. We wanted to get in the playoffs, and that's what we did.
You were tasked with handling that high-flying wide receiver group from the Eagles. How were you guys able to make adjustments, at least for that second half?
We just knew that we had to put pressure on that quarterback, because once he got out of the pocket, it wasn't good for them. So we made him get out of the pocket. Our secondary knew what we had to do, got in position to make plays, and we got him. Not a lot of people believe in us. Not a lot of people believe in us. And to have the community come down over here and show that what we can do means a lot.
Hey, man, appreciate the time. Joined now by the head coach. Man, a 5-year playoff drought comes to an end since 2017. You guys are back in it. Take me through the fight that you and your squad had going into tonight.
Well, I'm very happy for them because all week, like I had mentioned earlier, we had a real good week of practice. Offensively, we made some turnovers right before half. But overall, I'm very happy for our boys, especially our defense played lights out. Offensively, we had that big run with Erasmo, and I'm just happy for the boys. I'm so pleased for them because they've worked their butts off. And like the men said, very few people in our community believed that we could do it. And God is great, you know, and provided an opportunity, and our boys capitalized.
Appreciate the time. You guys are playoff bound now, man. Congratulations to each and everybody. Yes, 21-17, the final score. La Jolla makes it in. That'll do it for us in Mission. Brandon Benitez, Channel 5 Sports.
Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Chile, tomate, cebolla, Naya, le gana La Jolla. Congratulations to the Coyotes getting into the playoffs. Now, we had some news to pass along here. The PSJ picked up a win last night. You see Jaime Lopez airing it out here against the Edinburgh Bobcats, but PSJ confirmed a report that we heard that they had played with an ineligible player in that game. So despite last night's victory by the Bears over the Bobcats on the scoreboard at Richard Flores Stadium, the Bears did have to forfeit that game. It'll go down as a win for Edinburgh High, who now finished the season with a 6-4 overall record. And it turns out the win by Edinburgh High due to the forfeit does have an effect on the playoff seedings for Division I and Division II because of what happened in Mission tonight. Let's take a look at the score graphic here from Edinburgh North, defeating Economides at Edinburgh North, the outright district champions, 28-0 with the victory over the Jaguars tonight as they finish unbeaten in the 31-6A standings. Let's take a look at those standings. This is updated with the change here. Edinburgh High becomes a 4-1 team in the district. PSG High drops to 3-2. So that changes things a little bit because La Jolla's victory puts them as a Division I team because they have the highest enrollment of the 4 teams in the playoffs. So Edinburgh North and La Jolla will be Division I. Edinburgh High and PSG High will be Division II. Now, we just got through the 31 6A standings there. Those 4 playoff teams will take on the 32 6A squads in the bi-district round. Not a ton to be decided here. We know the 4 playoff teams in. Harlingen, San Benito, Weslaco, and Los Fresnos. San Benito and Los Fresnos will be the Division I schools. Harlingen and Weslaco will be Division II. But Weslaco and San Benito, that's always a fun one. Let's go ahead and show you the highlights, how this one went down. Bobby Lackey Stadium tonight. You see the handshakes. The Shanhakes. It's week 11, guys. Panthers on offense. Andres Sepulveda has been getting it done all year long. Doesn't get it done there. Gets intercepted by Peter Jackson. Greyhounds now deep in Panther territory. Now on offense, it's Fabian Garcia. Over 300 yards last week. How about another big chunk more? Gets in the end zone for the touchdown. 7-0 Greyhounds at that point. San Benito back on offense, and once again, it's Garcia turning on the afterburners. And we're not even going to see some purple jerseys here. We had to zoom out in order to see the purple jerseys. Garcia to the end zone, touchdown again. 14-3 Greyhounds over the Panthers. Still in the first quarters. The Greyhound fans are loving it in this battle between the purple. San Benito gets Aaron Corona, finding Rodney Rodriguez. Back of the end zone, keeps the feet in bounds. Touchdown, Greyhounds, 21-3, but the Panthers looking to respond. This is Donnie Lincoln running it in, and dives his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Greyhounds still up 21-10. More in the second quarter. Panthers on offense. It's Sepulveda with the pass. Ball gets tipped up in the air. Look at this play. San Benito's Mariano Garcia with the tip. Peter Jackson with the pick. Sets up the Greyhounds deep in Panther territory. And Atticus De Leon runs it in for the score. Final score tonight over in Weslaco. 44-10. Greyhounds over the Weslaco Panthers. Now 32 6A scores for you. Harlingen defeats Los Fresnos tonight 38-13. So Harlingen finishes their regular season without a blemish. And then Brownsville Hannah with the lead over Brownsville Rivera. Last update we got was they're up by 7, 34-27. Stay tuned to our Twitter page if you want to find out the final score there. Now, these are the 6A playoff matchups. Edinburgh North will take on Los Fresnos. Edinburgh North will host that game. PSJA will travel to Bobby Morrow Stadium to take on San Benito. Those are the Division I matchups. In Division II, Edinburgh High will host Weslaco in Division II as the top seed out of Division II. And that graphic, actually, we got to change that graphic. We got to go back to the one that we updated in the first and goal. So, all right, we're going to take that graphic off. We're going to go ahead and go to break. We got a lot more to get to here on first and goal, on fifth quarter. Lots to get to, including Roma and Mission Veterans. Mission Veterans need to win to get in the playoffs. Still more to come.
Reyna's BBQ is fired up this football season, and so are our biggest fans.
Reyna, Reyna.
From our tenderized brisket to our moist chicken and our delicious wings, we have something for you. So bring your family and crew down to Reyna's BBQ.
Taking it home, baby. Reyna's BBQ got me fired up. Woo!
We look forward to serving you at Reyna's BBQ.
You always get the home field advantage when you shop the Payne Auto Group.
It's good.
It's our Red Tag Sales Event. Plus, get 2.9% APR for 60 months on new 2022 Ford F-150s or new 2022 Ford Explorers at Payne Weslaco Ford and Payne Rio Grande City Ford.
Lo que tú quieres, regardless.
Tras 2 años de trabajo y aceptación, estamos agradecidos y queremos celebrarlo con usted. Del 1 al 23 de noviembre, Hechos Valle estará regalando pavos a nuestro teleauditorio y para eso nos unimos a G3 Scrub Metal.
Y para nosotros es un gusto celebrar con ustedes y agradecer su preferencia.
Para ganar es muy fácil, solamente vea y gane Hechos Valle en sus diferentes transmisiones, porque G3 Scrub Metal
Y Hechos Valle.
le damos las gracias.
Gracias.
Hey guys, 2022 season is here, man. We're wanting to be like these guys, man. Ricky Reyna had over 3,000 yards last year. He was a Channel 5 playmaker. Then Gilbert Medina, he was a running back, had over 1,500 yards rushing. He was a Channel 5 playmaker. And Ethan Castillo, all-purpose back, had 12 touchdowns over McAllen Memorial. He was a Channel 5 playmaker. We're getting into the season. What do we want to become?
Channel 5 Playmakers.
Yeah, what do we want to become?
Channel 5 Playmakers.
All right, man, let's go, baby.
Playmakers is sponsored by Greater State Bank.
All right, welcome back to the fifth quarter, powered by Reyna's BBQ. We want to show you those 6A playoff matchups here. This was before the La Jolla victory. We had to make the change because La Jolla came up with the victory. So this is the correct Division I and Division II matchups for next week in 6A. Edinburgh North will take on Los Fresnos. Again, Edinburgh North will host that game. La Jolla will travel to San Benito to Bobby Morrow Stadium. That's the correct matchup out of Division I. La Jolla will be the 2 seed out of Division I. Now, in Division II, Edinburgh High, let's go back to it. Edinburgh High taking on Westlaco. That game will be in Edinburgh, or at least they get the home field advantage for that. PSJ will travel to Bogus Stadium to take on the Harlingen Cardinals. All right, let's continue on here. Mission Veterans Memorial, it's been an up and down year for the Patriots, but some key losses put them on the bubble into the final week of the season, needing to go on the road to Roma if they wanted to clinch a playoff spot, or they needed to get some help. Let's go to the highlights here. Beautiful scoreboard over at Gladiator Arena here between the Patriots and the Gladiators. Big play here out of the early going. Brayden Ludiker, the new quarterback here for the Patriots, launches, gets it to Manuel Espinosa for the touchdown. Big time play. Patriots already up 14-0. Then we continue on as Jose Garcia gets involved in the act. Patriots showing off the running game here as well. He gets into the end zone. That makes it 21-0 in favor of the Patriots. Move on to the second quarter now. Gladiator defense coming up with some plays here. Ludiker trying to escape, and they bring him down in the backfield. Second time he was sacked at that point, and then it's Ludiker again. Roma able to come up with some big plays defensively here. He's intercepted. David Galan comes up with the pick for the Gladiators, and then Galan getting it done on offense as well. Gotta love the two-way players, as we'd see a big-time throw, and Galan comes up with it into the end zone. Gladiators on the scoreboard to make it 21-7, but then it was too much from Brayden Ludiker and the Patriots. He's going to drop back to pass, and then we'd see him take it himself, runs it up the gut into the end zone here for the touchdown. 28-7 Patriots. That was the score at the half. The Patriots go on to win it by a final of 49-35. How about a win and you're in scenario here between Valley View taking on Ed Couch Elsa tonight? Big time plays here by the Ed Couch Elsa Yellow Jackets in the game. Sherryland, one of these teams needed to win this game. We're going to go ahead and go to the next highlight here, but Ed Couch Elsa comes up with the victory tonight over Valley View. Then we get Sherryland Pioneer taking on PSG Memorial. PSG Memorial with that big win last week over Mission Veterans, trying to stay alive for the playoffs. First quarter, a long drive for the Wolverines, capped off by the quarterback keeper from Reyna. 7-0 lead for PSG Memorial. And then Pioneer on offense now. It's Diego Chapa having himself a game, finds his top target, Joseph Graham Jr. for the touchdown. We're all knotted up at 7 apiece. We move on to the second quarter now. 4th and 12 here for the Diamondbacks. It's Chapa, fires over the middle to Antonio Carizales. He hauls it in, takes it to the end zone for the score, and Pioneer takes their first lead of the game at 14-7. And then 18 seconds remaining in the half. It's Chapa finding Graham one more time, just past the hustling defender that nearly got it picked off, but Graham scores to make it 21-7 Pioneer, leading at the half. Third quarter now. Pioneer already up 28-7. It's Chapa to Michael De La Cruz. Another Pioneer score. They kept pouring it on. Final score 42-21. PSG Southwest taking on Sherryland. PSG Southwest still in the mix for the playoffs. They did have one district win. There was a three-way tie at the bottom of the district there, but of course, as you found out, Mission Veterans already in the playoffs, and Sherryland, the district champions, showing why here. Alan Gonzalez running it in, making his head shake in the process and get the wings out, looking like an airplane. And then Sherryland gets it done on defense. They get an interception here on the PSG Southwest quarterback. Then it's more from Sherryland. This time it's Alan Guerrero. You got the two Allens getting it done as he takes it near the goal line here, and then it's Bo Krell passing to Gabriel Garza, finishes it off. Gabriel Garza with the touchdown, and then we'd see Krell one more time passing to Alan Gonzalez to set up a touchdown on the next play by Alan Guerrero. Sherryland picks up the victory tonight, running away with this one. PSG Southwest didn't know what hit them. 53-0 the final score. Rattlers fall Rattlers defeat the Javelinas 53-0. Mercedes taking on Porter tonight. This one in 15-5A Division II, 56-7. The final score. Mercedes picks up the victory over the Cowboys. Cowboys struggle near the end of the season after they got off to a hot start at the beginning of the year in non-district play. We'll go to McAllen now. McAllen Veterans Memorial Stadium. Mac High taking on McAllen Memorial. Memorial, rough season. They will not be in the playoffs. Their long playoff streak came to an end tonight. Max Alanese Choi with 20-yard gain to get the Mustangs getting on the doorstep of the end zone here, and then the Mustangs punch it in. JP Cortez to JP Garza runs it in. Mustangs up 7-0 after the extra point. Then we'd see 3rd down and 10 as we'd see a touchdown here from the Bulldog quarterback, 45 yards to get him near the end zone here. And then Brian Alanese getting it done here from the wide receiver position, hauls it in over the shoulder grab, slips and falls. Watch out, ROTC, but able to haul it in for the touchdown. And then more here from the Bulldogs as you get a nice little completion there. It's 14-7 Mac High after we'd see a punch in right here on the dive in. But Mac High goes on to win this one, kind of going away as the Bulldogs defeat the Mustangs 27-14, the final score. Donna taking, Palmview comes up with the victory. They're in the playoffs as they beat Juarez Lincoln tonight 28-0. So the Bulldogs had a chance to get in, but Palmview gets the victory, so they're going to the playoffs. So Donna taking on Harlingen South tonight. Donna trying to hang on to their playoff hopes. Harlingen South knows they're in and trying to win a share of the district championship. It would be a 3-way tie if they could pick up a victory. Harlingen South's quarterbacks Dylan Anaya hands it off to Carlos Mossboss, gets through the defense for a 1st down, and then Anaya hands it off to Mossboss again, plows through the defense here for another Harlingen South 1st down. And then Anaya one more time throwing to Desmond Cano, but it's picked off by Elias Guerrero. Comes up with the big defensive play there, and Dylan Anaya would get taken down here, but Harlingen South wins this one tonight, 14-7 the final score. Harlingen South wins a share of the district championship as a nail-biter going on in Harlingen. Now we go to Benny LaPrade Stadium. Donna North looking to finish the season with a win against Wesco East, who also was trying to come in, making sure that they got a share of the district championship. Donna North, the Wildcats with the ball, and it's Jay Vasquez turning on the Jets here, evading the Chiefs' defense and finding the red carpet, directing to the end zone. Wildcats, extra point good, 7-0 the score there. Then we'd see Ashton Waharlo. He can get it done with his legs. He can get it done through the air. This time he finds the end zone with his legs, extending the lead to make it 14-0 Wildcats. And we got one touchdown from number 0. How about one more time? We get you with another quarterback keeper, this time from the 2-yard line. Extra point is good again. 21-0 Wildcats. Final score tonight over at Benny LaPrade Stadium, 48-10 the final score. So let's take a look at the playoff matchups as we know them to be. Brownsville Veterans will be the 1 seed out of 5A Division I, so they will take on the 4 seed Palmview. Harlingen South will take on Rowe in the first round of the playoffs. Edinburgh Vela will take on Wesco East. Vela will be the hosts for that game. Harlingen South and Brownsville Veterans will host the previous 2 games, and then PSG North will host Donna in the opening round of the playoffs next week. Let's take a look at 5A Division II now. Ed Cow Chelsea, they get in the playoffs with their win over Valley View. They'll take on Sherryland in round 1. Mercedes will take on Sherryland Pioneer as they are the 3 and 4 seeds. Sherryland and Sherryland Pioneer the 1 and 2 seeds. Mission Veterans will have to travel to Gregory Portland for their matchup in the playoffs, and Roma will be the 4 seed. They will take on Flower Bluff. Still more to come here on the 5th quarter. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Reyna's BBQ is fired up this football season, and so are our biggest fans.
Reyna, Reyna.
From our tenderized brisket to our moist chicken and our delicious wings, we have something for you. So bring your family and crew down to Reyna's BBQ.
Taking it home, baby. Reyna's BBQ got me fired up. Woo!
We look forward to serving you at Reyna's BBQ.
Our greatest strength is our clients.
We're at a standstill. I just got rear-ended from the back.
Insurance companies, they try to downplay your injuries. With Jesse Gonzalez, you get justice and you get results. It was the best call we could have made.
When I got in a car accident, they took care of me and they took care of all our bills.
I think Jay Gonzalez is the best of the best.
The staff was very helpful. They took care of us.
Always call 1-800-CAR-CRASH. That would be the best call ever.
You want results. You want justice. you want Jay Gonzalez.
The Rio Grande Valley is growing every day. That's why you need a team you can trust. 2 stations, 2 languages.
Se le pide a cualquier persona con información.
The most experienced news anchors in the valley.
And I'm Rudy Mideles.
The largest weather team keeping you informed in English.
The track front update forecast.
Y en español.
Le voy a estar explicando un poco más de eso.
A sports team covering the RGV like no one else.
What this win means.
We're live in the morning, at noon, and in the evenings. Anytime you need us, we're online and on social media too. We do this all in both languages.
Following breaking news from Oklahoma.
Nosotros estamos aquí para platicarles cómo.
Who else can deliver this type of coverage?
We'll see you all tomorrow. Have a great night.
No one. Channel 5 News
and Azteca Valle.
Working together for you.
We continue on here on the 5th quarter, powered by Reyna's BBQ, and we go into the 3A ranks now. Lyford has been at the top spot of our sub-5A power poll over the last couple of weeks, but on their heels in the district standings has been Rio Hondo. The Bobcats started their season 0-4 in non-district play, and then they went on a 4-game winning streak to start district before falling by 7 points last week to San Diego. Now they enter the final week trying to win a share of the district title, as it was a 4-way tie for the top spot as they took on Lyford this week. Let's take a look at the highlights here from Lyford. Bulldogs trying to win a district championship yet again, and Osmar Martinez, he's been fantastic all season long, getting it done, showing his legs there, getting the end zone, and then gets in for the 2-point conversion as well. So an early 8-0 lead for Lyford. And then Tony Barrientos, big time play here. He gets brought down, but the ball comes loose. They said he stripped it, did Aiden Olivas. Lyford would get the ball, so nothing on that drive, but Barrientos would redeem himself on the next Rio Hondo possession. The pitch, and takes it in for the score. Rio Hondo with the touchdown. And then Oscar Martinez, the brother of Osmar, comes up with the big-time play defensively, brings the offensive player to the ground there, and then Lyford with the fumble recovered by Christian Aguilar, and then a Rio Hondo field goal by Leonardo Quesada puts Rio Hondo up 10-8 at the half. Final score tonight in Lyford. Bobcats come up with the victory. They win a share of the district title as they win it 20-14 over Lyford. Now, a district championship matchup going on. We take you late in the 4th quarter. La Villa taking on Freer after a La Villa fumble. Freer makes them pay. Don't get much, but they get in. PAT no good. We're all tied up at 6, and just before the end of the half, home team looking for the lead. It's James Utley letting it rip, finds Xander Espinosa for the touchdown. The PAT no good. It was 12-6 at the half. Then it's the Buckaroos trying to clinch it here. Pass goes up in the air, but Brandon Felix comes up with a fantastic interception. It's a pick 6, takes it to the house, and we're all tied up at 12. So La Villa decides to go for 2. And it's Felix, the quarterback, finding some room, finding the end zone, 2-point conversion good. La Villa wins the district championship. Final score tonight, 14-12. Some other scores from around our small schools. Cal Allen with the victory over the Hidalgo Pirates, 56-0. It was Santa Maria knocking off Fremont, 15-14. Santa Maria has been in some close games pretty much all season long. Banquete falls to Santa Rosa, 28-6. It was Progreso falling to Santa Gertrudis tonight, 60-6, the final score there. And in TAPS, St. Joseph Bloodhounds continues their fantastic season. They win it 60-50 over TMI Episcopal. Gets its Bloodhounds over the Panthers by 10. So let's take a look at the small school qualifiers. These are all the teams in Sub-5A. You saw Brownsville St. Joe out of TAPS, but these are the UIL Sub-5A teams that have made the playoffs. La Feria, Port Isabel, Gruya, and Raymondville are headed to the playoffs. La Feria out of Division 1, Port Isabel, Gruya, Raymondville out of Division 2. In 3A, Santa Rosa, Rio Hondo, and Lyford are in the playoffs. Santa Rosa, Division 2, Rio Hondo, Lyford, Division 1, and then La Villa and Santa Maria in the 2A ranks. They are both headed to the playoffs as well. Still more to come here on the 5th quarter. We'll wrap it up when we come back. Stay with us.
Reyna's BBQ is fired up this football season, and so are our biggest fans.
Reyna,
Reyna. From our tenderized brisket to our moist chicken and our delicious wings, we have something for you. So bring your family and crew down to Reyna's BBQ.
Taking it home, baby. Reyna's barbecue got me fired up.
We look forward to serving you at Reyna's BBQ.
Ezequiel Reyna understands the difficulty one faces after a serious accident or an unexpected death of a loved one. With 40 years of trial experience, Ezequiel Reyna's pursuit of justice has won hundreds of millions for his clients. With his passion to serve, you can trust that Ezequiel Reyna will fight for you and win. Call for a free consultation. There is no fee until you win.
Call me today. I'm Ezequiel Reyna.
Hey guys, 2022 season is here, man. We're wanting to be like these guys, man. Reyna had over 3,000 yards last year. He was a Channel 5 playmaker. Then Gilbert Medina, he was a running back, had over 1,500 yards rushing. He was a Channel 5 playmaker. And Ethan Castillo, all-purpose back, had 12 touchdowns over McAllen Memorial. He was a Channel 5 playmaker. So getting into the season, what do we want to become?
Channel 5 playmaker.
Yeah, what do we want to become?
Channel 5 playmaker.
All right, man, let's go, baby.
Playmakers is sponsored by Greater State Bank.
The amazing stories of Texas. Experience unique places. Meet interesting people. And see things you will never see again. It's everything you need to know in Texas on the Texas Bucket List TV show. Saturdays at 6:30 p.m. and Sunday mornings at 6:30 a.m. on KRGV Channel 5.
Welcome back to the fifth quarter, powered by Reyna's BBQ. We wanted to go over the teams and the matchups that we know as of right now for the playoffs next week. This is the bi-district round. Here's who's going to the playoffs in 6A. Edinburgh North will take on Los Fresnos. Edinburgh North will host that game in Division 1 as the top seed out of 31 6A. La Jolla will take on San Benito. That one will be at Bobby Morrow Stadium. La Jolla getting in the playoffs for the first time since 2017 with their win tonight over Mission. Edinburgh will take on Weslaco. Edinburgh will host that game against the Panthers. PSJA, now because of that forfeit loss, drops to that 2 seed in Division 2. They will take on Harlingen at Bogus Stadium next week. Now, let's take a look at the 5A matchups with Division 1. Brownsville Veterans will take on Palmview. Harlingen South will take on Rowe. It's Vela hosting Weslaco East next week. PSJ North will host Donna. Now let's look at 5A Division 2. Ed Cowchelsa will travel to Sherryland. Mercedes at Sherryland Pioneer, so they got to figure out scheduling there. And then Mission Veterans takes on Gregory Portland. Roma will take on Flower Bluff. Well, that's going to do it. Here, 11 weeks in the books for the regular season. One more fifth quarter next week with the bi-district round of the playoffs for our entire crew. My name's Alex Barrio. Good night.